In today's video, I'm gonna show you how to make overnight oats with yogurt. For today's recipe, I am using large flaked oats. They are old-fashioned oats, or also called rolled oats. A lot of people ask me if they can use the quick oats for these overnight oats recipes, and my simple answer is of course you can use them, but they are going to almost dissolve in the liquid and the yogurt, so you're just almost gonna have a thick yogurt and fruit kind of cup. So I really prefer large old-fashioned oats. I have a lot of recipes for these, and you could even use steel cut oats, and I have a couple of recipes for overnight oats with steel cut, so you're gonna wanna check those out. But the first thing you're gonna do is take your oats and put them in your jars. I have about 1/4 of a cup of oats that I'm gonna place inside of each jar. Now I am using these 8-ounce smaller jars. You could also use one large container and mix it all up and then scoop out a single serving the next morning. Now to the oats, the very basic simple is gonna be oats, yogurt, fruit, and milk. But I'm also gonna add, for extra nutrition, some chia seeds because they thicken up and they add fiber. So just about 1/2 teaspoon per jar is good. I'm all about the toppings on pizzas, on tacos, and on my oats. Up next, I'm adding some ground flaxseed or flax meal, and just about 1/2 teaspoon to a teaspoon. This provides more fiber, omega-3s. Also, it makes your oats really thick and delicious. And I forgot the last two. So more in the back. You can also customize these. You can make one big batch. I really like hemp seeds on yogurt, so of course they're gonna go in my oats. But remember, these are add-ons. You don't need a lot. They're just a little bit something to make your overnight oats, takes them from plain to extra special. Now up next, I'm gonna add some sliced strawberries. You could also use blueberries or apples, bananas, whatever you want. If you are using fruit on your overnight oats, know that up to 3 days is what I recommend, because after 2 to 3 days in the jar and the milk and the yogurt, the berries will turn a little like soft and mushy. So it's always a good idea to make as much as you'll need or you'll consume. Up next is our yogurt. You can use Greek yogurt or regular low-fat, non-fat plain yogurt, whatever your favorite yogurt is or you have on hand. The yogurt is going to moisten the oats, but also make this a really thick and creamy overnight oat jar. And if you're thinking, oh, can you make these dairy-free? You could use dairy-free yogurt and dairy-free milk for this recipe. So definitely you could do that. And our final ingredient is milk. I'm using dairy milk, but again, if you wanna make this recipe dairy-free, use dairy-free yogurt and a milk alternative. One of the reasons I love making this as individual jars is that I just have to fill enough milk up to the rim, and I already know I measure too little, it's all good. All right, so a little more milk onto my jars is what we need. I'm gonna take the same spoon and just mix everything in my jar. That way the oats get some of the liquid and the yogurt mixes in, and all of my add-ins as well. Our final step is to take our lids and place them on the jars so that messes don't happen in the refrigerator. And they do cook by themselves, and oats don't cook. They just soak in the liquid overnight, 8 hours at a minimum. If you're really short on time, they should have softened after 4. All right, guys, so we wouldn't have to sleep over and wait till tomorrow. I made one ahead of time so you can see what it looks like. Full of yogurt, milk, berries, hearty oats, and all my favorite add-ins. Guys, let's check these out. Worth the wait. Thick, hearty, creamy, so good. Grab the link to these yogurt overnight oats in the link below the video, as well as all the other overnight oats recipes. See you next time.